this just takes your breath away.
We're here in front of one of these famous tanks.
Looks like about a 6-cylinder, 80 horsepower.
All right, place your bets.
You got him, Drew. You got him.
Totally got me.
There is a little trouble in paradise here today. This is the story of a sailboat, a dream, and the commitment to do your best and see where it leads. Today we are sailing the Caribbean. One day we will cross the ocean and sail Choc Mate home to Greece. Subscribe and join us while we travel by sailboat and learn by experience. Facing fear, finding adventure, and falling in love.
BOAB, baby, we're bums.
Lola, are you ready to go to what some call the best beach in the entire world? Let's go, baby! Lola, myself, and Drew, he's over there. We stayed behind. The rest of the gang went to get a Jeep. We're renting a Jeep today, and we're driving to Flamenco Beach. Which I have heard great things about. And Lola's always excited to go to the beach. And actually, if you saw this canal we just pulled in, this is a pretty cool place here in Calabria. There's a bar, there's a restaurant, all these have dinghy docks. There's the gas station right over there, there's a grocery store. So you can get pretty much anything you need, just a dinghy ride away. That's always a big plus in this old boating life. Drew is our stats and information guy. He retains everything that he reads. He sees it and it just sticks in his head. So he's got a couple stats on Flamenco Beach I think you guys want to hear. We're gonna build the hype.
In 2014, it was named third best beach in the world. Now, I don't know what makes best beach, but I think we'll know it when we see it. One of the things that stands out about it is 2 old M4 Sherman tanks left rotting on the beach from the U.S. Navy testing bombs and missiles and guns there. And they're just rusting there. There's also tons of seabirds, parrotfish, and blue tang fish.
Who named it best beach, top 3rd beach in the world?
That was the TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Award, which I think holds a lot of weight.
We've got candy. You want to go for a ride?
We've got candy. You wanna go for a ride?
Alright, so this beach is called Dinghy Beach.
This beach is insane. Oh my gosh, it's huge and the water is beautiful. It's really windy and the surge is up a lot because we're on the north end of the island, but wow, this just takes your breath away. Oh!
with an island, right? Oh, she looks injured, huh?
I was gonna say she's a bit of an old girl running around like that.
So what happened to Feta there, Lola's new friend?
She apparently has had ACL surgery, so her joint is still pretty tender, and Lola was just tearing it up, running circles, and Feta must have twisted somehow in the sand and just stressed it. Poor thing. They were having so much fun too.
All right, we're doing drone wars.
I accept full responsibility for my flight.
Are you gonna launch?
I'm working on it.
I'm not really sure what this tradition is, but it looks like we could participate because I have an empty medallia right here. And it looks like people are just hanging empty beer cans or flip-flops or coconuts off this tree. I want to be a part of this, so I see an extra little bit of line here. I think I can maybe. We're here in front of one of these famous tanks at Flamenco Bay. Apparently they were doing some test bombing, and Michael's having some fun up top.
I think I got my tank stuck here. Maybe I should lay off the medallia. It looks like a bad one. We're gonna be stuck here a while.
Looks like about a 6-cylinder, 80 horsepower. And I see Lola's about to lay some cable over here, so you might have to excuse me from all this technical engine talk to go scoop up my dog's poop. This is an exclusive opportunity. You're only gonna get this chance on Bums on a Boat. Here, today, once in a lifetime, see what it's like inside a rusty old tank. I mean, who can beat that?
We're gonna go in through the top here. It wasn't until we got down inside that we thought we have to take you down here. Oh, Drew and I are just trying to imagine the life of these people that were down here. So
It's been a hot, sweaty mess.
yeah, so this was the machine gun, right? So you'd be the gunner?
I think this might be a transmission.
Oh, that's the
The engine
transmission.
is back there.
So the only kind of gun was this rotating.
And then machine gun over here.
Oh, where's the? Oh, that's the machine gun.
Okay. We
Okay.
have a machine gun sticking out here.
And this was the launcher that was launching the big boys.
Big guy. You can see the gears,
Yeah, I saw that.
how it rotates along here.
Uh-huh.
This one tight, small, sweaty box.
Yeah, man, got to give it up to those guys. They were.
The target of every gun and missile or everything. Whatever.
Yeah, at any moment, just could get hit by a bomb. We thought sailing was a rush. I think these guys were living on the edge. We've spotted the second tank.
Set, go!
There is a little trouble in paradise here today. I was feeling pissed off because, well, sad and frustrated is what I was feeling, if I'm using my feelings wheel, because I felt like I ruined Joel's day when I told him I didn't think it was a great idea to go film this really flamboyant and confident green-haired man in a white Speedo.
And his 4 Instagram model girls, they were doing a photo shoot on the beach and they were having a great time.
Right. They were very sexy individuals, and Joel was like, we got to go over there. We got to interact with them.
They were interacting with us. They were waving, saying hi.
But we're past that now. And Bill
it.
said if we really want to ruin Joel's day for real, then he would be more than happy to arm wrestle him. So we're going to ruin Joel's day.
There is trouble in paradise. And our trouble is that Michael won't let me have fun with Instagram models and Speedos. All right, place your bets. I'm a 5-1 underdog.
Tune in next week to see who wins.
All right, someone say go.
Go.
Do we do
He's
best out of
totally
3?
messing with me. He's gonna smoke me. I have to keep him down while I got him. Ah!
Bill, I thought we were going to ruin Joel's day.
Can't ruin my
I
day.
did. You see the way he blew up his whole rotator cuff and everything?
Should we go left hand? Did you let me win?
What do you think, Ref?
I said best out of 3.
Was that a fair game?
I really thought I was gonna
Huh?
get annihilated right there.
Oh, sorry, Michael.
What's this?
No, wait, we got
I'm
best
coming
out of
in.
3.
The boss fight. Want to do left hand?
It's only fair. I just used my right hand. That's not fair. I mean, it wasn't easy. I
Drew's
literally-
It's the gauntlet.
ambidextrous.
I just gave it my all.
Ready?
All right.
And go.
Oh, all right.
This one's just for
All right.
fun.
This was supposed to prove that there's trouble in paradise, and they were gonna dish it out to me. Apparently, I need to enter an arm wrestling competition. All right, ready? Someone say go.
Ready? Go.
Oh, he's stronger on the right hand. Oh yeah.
You got him, Drew. You got him.
He's totally got me.
What?
Technicality.
What?
Slow-mo it. He did not touch. Woo!
That was terrifying. He was coming right at us.
Let's give it up for Mr. Fix-It.
So I took the dinghy in solo to get diesel, and we found out they were out of diesel. No tango diesel. Okay. No big deal. We have enough to get to St. Thomas. We just knew it'd be a little cheaper here. You can see I have some fuel line in my hand. So on the way to the fuel station, the dinghy, actually it didn't quite die on the way there, but when I was in full throttle, it all of a sudden bogged down. And even though I was giving it full throttle, it was barely running. And I knew that if I could just feel if I let off the fuel at all, it was gonna die on me. So I had it full throttle and idled in. found out there was no diesel, started it up, and was on the way out of that channel with rushing water, and the dinghy crapped out on me. And so I paddled my way to the side, fiddled with it. Eventually I figured out that I could run it all the way back to the boat as long as I stayed in idle. As soon as I tried to give it any fuel, it would just die on me. So I idled it back to the boat, and I was so happy to make it to the boat because I wouldn't have been able to paddle out here. I wouldn't have been able to paddle out of that channel. And so it's been about a few hours now, and I noticed our fuel lines were a little bit cracked on the edges, so I thought maybe there's air getting into the fuel, so I replaced the fuel lines, and it still did the same exact thing. So then I thought maybe something is wrong with the air filter, and we don't really have an air filter. I'll show you. On our Johnson, we have what's called an air silencer, and I can't take it apart and see what's inside. I took out this knob that basically lets air just go directly into the carburetor without going through this weird system. And I'm thinking maybe there was a clog in there, so it wasn't getting enough air, but it didn't make sense because I blew in it, and it seemed like air was getting through. The other thing I did was adjusted the idle, which was no small task. I couldn't get to that screw. I had to take off the starter unit and take off that air silencer just to adjust this little idle, and I adjusted the idle. So two things, now it idles at a good RPM instead of and you put it in gear and you feel like you're gonna break the gears. So it's idling good, and I just was able to full throttle it around the boat, and I'm really thinking it's just not making a lot of sense. So this here is the air silencer, and you can see it just goes into the carburetor, and on the back here you'll see the 3 holes. There's 3 holes on each side, so the air gets sucked in through here, goes up. I feel like there might be filters in here, but I can't get it apart. Right here I've been trying to pry it apart, and it just won't come apart. You can see on this side where I was wrenching on it with the screwdriver, but then there's 3 more holes on this side. And so what I did was I popped out this knob that was in here and pulled it out. So now it's just getting air directly into the carburetor. It's not going through this. And then the idle that I was able to adjust was here. So it allowed this to be up a little bit. It was kind of down here, and when I'd start it, it was just running hard. So I don't know. I mean, I thought maybe it was a carburetor issue, but it seems to be working right now. I'm happy. I'm a little uncertain, but it's definitely better than it was, so we're gonna move on from the dinghy.
Joel and I are finding our respective roles on the boat. He is Mr. Fix-It, and I am the finder. And we've actually kind of established these roles because I have a habit of hiding things on the boat. So naturally, I have to be the one that finds all of the things that I've hidden. And, you know, he occasionally breaks stuff, so who better to be the one that fixes it? And Lola's just the poopsie. All right, so what's next?
We plan to be sailing tomorrow.
Yep.
So what's next is just to start buttoning up the boat and getting it ready to move. I think we're gonna leave about 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Where are we going?
St. Thomas.
Woo!
The motherland of Shock Mate.
The motherland.
Well, not necessarily. I guess in all actuality, Greece is the motherland. If the motherland is the origin of the boat, where it was built. So the home port is St. Thomas. We mentioned that the owner that we bought it from came from St. Thomas. And it was a big bucket list item. And so tomorrow, we're gonna send it. Send it. We're gonna send it and see what happens and see if we can't make it to St. Thomas. Splash was just shooting way up into the air, I mean, it was insane. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned. Next week, we take a big one off the bucket list. And a super ginormous, huge, massive thanks to our patrons.
These are the tales of BOAB.
This pigskin is a little hard, but we're gonna play. Hi. Come back, come back.
Oh, that was nearly an interception.
I need ice bath for my shoulder.
Got me with the double move.